Have you ever felt like you've been praying, believing, and trusting God, and nothing seems like it's been changing? I've come to encourage you on today that God is still working, even when we don't see Him. Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Rochelle, and I want to come on here today to encourage you. For anyone who feels forgotten, stuck, in a season where they feel like they're waiting and they can't hear God clearly. Sis, maybe you've been waiting for an answer. Maybe you've been waiting for some doors to open for you. Maybe you've been waiting for your season of restoration, right? I think we all been there. I've been there. I am there. Have you ever felt like everyone else is getting their prayers answered except for you? Have you ever felt like you feel like you pray to God and He's still silent, right? Yes, I've been there, sis. I know what it feels like. I know what it feels like to sit in your living room and you cry out. You cry out to God and you say, God, where are you at? Why don't you hear me, God? I want to remind you on something today. Just because God doesn't answer you does not mean that He is not near you. Just because He sounds silent does not mean that He does not hear you. I consistently tell people, the teacher is always quiet during the test. Matter of fact, my favorite person in the Bible is Joseph. Joseph was in that pit, y'all. And before he could get his prayers answered by God, he had to go through betrayal. He had to go through abandonment. He had to go through a season of silence. He had to go through false accusation and thrown into a prison. You have trusted God. Could you still have showed out every day? I'm going to let you know right now, I'm not fitting to sit here and play with you. I am in a season where sometimes I have quit. Sometimes I have set up my mouth. God, I don't know if this is for me. God, I think I need to give up. God, I don't think this is for me. God, I don't think I'm the person for this job. Imagine how confusing Joseph must have felt to have God give him a dream, for him to go and give that dream to his brothers, for them to laugh in his face. How many times have you had someone laugh in your face about a dream that you didn't came to them and they tell you, oh, you sound crazy, bro. You sound crazy. I think that's a little bit out of your league. For real. I think that's out of your league. I don't see that. You just dreaming all these big dreams and you just a little person. How many of you have felt like that? I come to tell you on today that every purpose that God has for your life, every season that you're in, every trial that you go through, every tribulation that you go through, God is using that to prepare you for the next. He's silent because He's trying to set you up for something. Maybe He's silent because He's trying to see what you're going to do. Maybe He's silent because He want to test you and see how big is your faith as you claim that it is. Do you trust me the way that you say that you trust me, or are you just talking? When we think about Joseph, we think about the pit, it prepared him. The prison, it prepared him for his next. He had to go through it. I believe that it was some days he had to cry. He had to cry and cry and cry. And I'm talking about that ugly cry that we do. You see the happiness, you see the smiling Rochelle, but you don't see the times that I laid on the side of my bed and I turned around and I cried my tears out, right? You don't see that. You don't see the days that I said, God, God, I can't do it no more. Even though I profess to God, for God I live and for God I die. But God, I can't do this, God. God, it's not for me. God, I give up, God. Now get somebody else to do it. But I trust and I believe right now that on today, there is one of you out there that you're in this season right now. You're in this season where you're waiting for God to show up for you. You're in this season right now, even though you can't see it. You cannot see it. You cannot see it, but you trust in God. I don't see it with my natural eyes, but can you look at it in the spiritual? So sometimes we sit here, y'all, we sit to ourselves and we say, God, why it's got to be so long? You told me that, that the house is mine, God, but it seems like the process is taking longer than expected, God. God, you told me that this job was mine. You told me when I walked through, you was going to give me favor, God, but now it's a whole bunch of extraness with it, God. It's one thing after another, God, and it's not aligning, God. It's not aligning, but God said, I'm testing you in this season to build your patience, your long suffering. Did you know, y'all, when I look back, right, there have been times in my life I went through different things, through different situations where God was testing me. See, not every day been good. Matter of fact, I'm in a season right now. But this season that I'm in right now, see, what I realize is every season you go through, it builds you for the next season that God is going to take you through. Use that season that you're in now to look back. It helps you to get through. It helps you to persevere. And God, where I thought that I did not qualify, God, you qualified me, God. Thought that I was not strong enough, God. You showed me that I'm strong. You did it back then, God. I know you'll do it again. And so that's where you're at right now. You're in this season. Nobody but God that brought you through. Maybe God is strengthening you in this season. Will you give it all to me? Will you stop worrying about it and trust and believe that I have already made a way for you? Will you trust me on today? So if you are in a waiting season right now, I want you to keep praying, keep believing, keep trusting God. Don't give up. You're so close. You're so close to your breakthrough. Same God, yesterday, today, and forevermore. If this message has touched you on today, I want you to leave a comment below and tell me, what are you trusting God for in this season? Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share to someone who needs to be encouraged. To remember, family, we heal, we rise, and we walk in God's purpose.